Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I have a little happy mail that I wanted to share with you guys, and I was going to finish up that envelope that I was doing with one of our crafts DigiKit from Denise. So anyway, I got this happy mail from a wonderful subscriber of mine named Samantha, and she made it like a little happy birthday pocket out of music paper. So that's really cool. And then she just filled it with all kinds of fun things. She made these really cool ATC. Aren't those cool? Very, very much my style. I love that one's so cool. I've never done anything like that, but that one's really cool. So this one says, "Be you bravely." This one says, "Make a difference." And this one says, "Stay strong." So those are very cool. Thank you, Samantha. And then there's a little flashcard. Wow, I don't know what happens to my brain when I turn on the camera, but it goes bye-bye. A little button card. And then she gave me this really cute stencil for the honeybees, the comb, the honeycomb. I thought that was kind of cool. That's fun. And then these cats are crack up. Love it. Tarot card. It's love that makes the impossible possible. And she did lots of colors. Kind of reminds me of stuff that Allie does. And then there's a little tag from Tim Holtz paper and some little like labels. And then a fairy or angel or however you want to say it. And a little doily. I like that one. It's cool. It's the tiny, very lacy looking. And just like a little journal card. And a cool embossed tag. And then another kind of journal card. That one's cool. That'd be cool to do something with that for Father's Day cards. And then this is like a ticket for railway and dream. I think all these came out of Tracy Fox's faux ephemera is what they look like to me. And then like tea cards, deer, and a cool mushroom, an owl, or cigarette cards, tea or cigarette, probably tea. These look like to me more. And then a cool colorful heart with music on it. And like you could turn it into a journal card or just put it as a picture to decorate a journal page or something. And she gave me some washi tape, which I always love. Thank you. And another one of those tea cards. Just all kinds of cool, fun goodies. A ticket. Another colorful heart. That one's neat. And then this is like one of those collages, you know, so you could either stitch it together or you could use all the pieces individually. She has one little staple here, so I'm assuming you could take it apart if you wanted, but you could also just leave it like that too and glue it down. Just one of those fun collage kind of things to decorate your page. A nice tag. And this is Tim Holtz wallpaper with some coffee stain paper on the back. And then some graphic 45 like journaling cards. Those are super cool. Love it. And an old, like a copy of a old picture, which of course I love. Those are awesome. Thank you, Samantha. I mean, that was just so kind of you. You really did not have to do that. And it's got all these fun goodies that I can use in other things. And in fact, I think I'm going to use this one today. So yeah, thank you. That was just amazing of you to send me that. Like as a little birthday gift. It's really fun to get. Love it. All right, I'll put all these back in a minute. So let's go back to working on this. I didn't do a whole lot. I did do some inking like around the inside just so you didn't have to watch me do all that part, and I did cut some stuff out for what we're going to do today. I backed these with some Kool-Aid stained paper that I got from Denise. I ordered that from her shop. And then, so these cards you could turn either way. You could turn them with the birds on the inside, you know, with the design here and the purple there, or vice versa. So, however you would want to do that. I cut another one of her big, like, things to put the lace or ribbon or whatever on. I cut it down, and I'm going to make a pocket out of that so that you can put stuff in here. But first, before I forget, I actually went and remembered to buy a new whole, you know, like circle punch. So I'm going to go ahead and make the openings for this. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball the middle, which is a little easier to do with this one than the other one that I had. So I'm just going to pinch it there, maybe. Oh, you know, this is what drives me nuts about Fiskars. Like, sometimes they work awesome and they punch great, and other times they just make me want to scream. I don't know why that is. And I know that was because that was thick, but I tried it with like a single sheet of paper, and it didn't so much want to punch that either. But of course I got it on clearance, so they probably won't take it back. It's my own fault, but I have other ones of these that are great, but I know that's a problem, and I've had that problem before with their punches. It's probably why they were on clearance, right? Sorry, I'm trying to make it even with the other one so that, see, look at that. It's crazy. Alright, so there's that, so they're even with each other now. Well, that's a bummer. Alright, I'm going to ink this a little bit. So I hope everybody's having a good day. It got kind of like cloudy. I guess we're going to get thunderstorms and everything because it has been like summer here, like hot. It's very strange. Very strange weather for this time of the year. Go ahead and slip those back in there. I mean, like I said, I will take the warmth over the cold any day, but it just seems kind of extreme. I can pick this up. So again, I just took one of Denise's, you know, the big long tags that I showed you the other day, or they're not tags, they're for putting ribbon and lace on, but it's one of the big ones. And I cut the top and the bottom off of it to make 2 pockets for the front and the back of this. So I hope everybody was able to go over and take a peek at that, even if, you know, you don't buy it, just to see what she's got over there. But this is super fun to do stuff with. Love the colors and everything. And I'm just lightly going around the edge, really. I'm not doing a ton of like dark inking or anything. I'm just going to use some tacky glue. And do 3 sides. So yeah, I was going to make this video yesterday, but we've had orchestra concerts and band concerts, and I made a bunch of bags, like goodie bags for the seniors, because it was their last concert last night in band, which is always kind of sad. It always makes me kind of sad to see them go, because, you know, I work with them in band camp and all that, and it's hard to see those kids go, but it's good to see them, you know, move on to better things, of course. This does stick over this tab a little bit. And I didn't even think about that because it didn't before when it didn't have a hole punch, so I probably shouldn't have punched that. I'll figure something out. And then I made some tags out of her kind of collage-y looking paper, and then I also did the same thing to that ribbon holder that I did with this one. So I just cut it in half to make like tags, because the tops are already really nicely cut. And I'm wondering if I can do that or if that's going to look weird. Well, I guess we're going to find out. So I'm just going to cut that so it's the same as where the tab is. See, yeah, I guess that's not bad. I mean, it's not ideal, but I didn't even think about that when I punched the hole. I should have thought of that, but you know how that goes. Best laid plans. I'm going to go ahead and stick this one this way. Alright, I don't think that's awful though. And I'm just going to go around these a little bit. I did not get these inked because that was kind of after the fact that I cut these. And then I thought we could punch a hole in it. I'm going to ink the back a little bit just to kind of take the white down a tad. I don't want to do too much because I don't want this like super dark. I just want to kind of give it the idea that it's not so stark white. Just a teeny bit, and then I just inked these hole protectors a tiny bit, kind of so they match this, you know, paper's darkness. And these can go right in here, and I will put ribbon or something in there, but. And I used my Stampin' Up, I don't remember what it's called, but it's this one with that, looks like the merchandise tag top things. So I did it with that at the top because it kind of has that scallop like these lace holders have, lace and ribbon holders. You can tell I'm not a sewer or a quilter or whatever. I never know what all these things are called. I love it, but I never know what to call them. And you could decorate those more. I'm just leaving them kind of, I just like the colors and stuff. I might put a flower on one of them. I cut out some more flowers from the Biodiversity Heritage Library, so that I could do that. Oh, see, there's that circle. I do that. I have to do that at least once every time I do something. So I found these irises. Oh, they're a little big for that, huh? Bummer. So I guess I won't be putting those on there, because I think the other ones I did are too big as well. If that one is, because that was kind of my smallest one. That's really pretty. I might just like put that on there or something. Alright, so there's that. Let's go back here and do this one, and I'll have to do the same thing to the corner of this as I did to the other one. But you could also just like put, like if you were going to give this as a gift, you could even almost make this into a card, like a birthday card or something. But you could, if you know somebody that scrapbooks or does journals or whatever, you could put, you know, some of this type of ephemera in there too, just as a, you know, they can put it wherever they want in their journal kind of thing. Let's do 3 sides of this. Yeah, so it's been super busy trying to do all the end of the year stuff, but I'm very happy that we are doing the end of the year stuff. I'm ready. Other than, like I said, you do miss the seniors. That's kind of a one little sad part there. It's really crazy because my daughter will be one of the seniors next year. So that will be hard. I mean, it's awesome, but alright, so that can go back in there. And then I think I'm going to use Samantha's, if this isn't too tall. It might be a touch too tall. I could just cut a teeny bit off the bottom. I think that's what I'm going to do, Samantha. I hope you're not offended. It's just a good color combo for this. Do that and then corner around it, if I can find that. Let's see. Have a whole bin full of punches. Pieces flying everywhere. So yeah, I haven't even, I hope nobody's offended if you watch my channel and you know, you have a channel. I try to keep up with videos, but I just haven't had time lately. I mean, I might get one watched a day, maybe, if I'm lucky. So it's not that I don't care, I really do. I just have been insanely busy. I've barely been able to, like, you know, keep my house clean and stuff like that. So it's get dinner cooked. I'm taking my son to driver's ed as well, so that always makes for interesting dinner. Because he can only obviously do that in the evening because he goes to school all day, so just lots of things going on that I'm not able to do what I normally do, which is fine. That's the way it is. And then these. Oh, I know. Those irises would fit on this if it doesn't look weird. Maybe if I add a little something else, maybe that's what I'll do. So put this one in here. Ink these a little bit. These make great tags, this paper. It's really pretty. You don't even really have to do anything to it. So I know that this isn't anything earth-shaking that we're doing today, but I just wanted you guys to at least be able to see it finished, and I wanted to show my Happy Mail that I got because that was a very nice little surprise. Don't you hate that when the ink globs get on there like that? I don't even know how that happened. I might end up covering the back of that with something. Alright, those can go in there. And then I think I am going to put that on there with a little, like some kind of fabric or some cheesecloth maybe? That might work. Just kind of feels like it needs something. Actually, maybe I have a mess, I know that. What do you do with all these little scraps of stuff? Honestly, I try to like keep it halfway cleaned up and it just always seems like impossible. These old handkerchiefs are so cool because they, I don't know, this one especially, it's so thin that it just like tears really easy, and I like the way it frays a lot. It's really neat. Here I say it tears easy, and I can't tear it. It's just the way it's going, the grain or whatever you want to call it. But see how it frays so good? Because they're so fine. Yeah, so anyways. Things will start to calm down a little next week, luckily. My daughter has had crazy finals. She's taking a bunch of college credits, and so, you know, she has to, it's almost like double, you know, having double the class because you have to pass the exam and everything for the class itself, and then you have to pass the exam for the college credit, so that's lots of scary work for her. She has been stressed. And thus, I have been stressed because that's how it works. She just has worked so hard all year. I just, you know, I want it to go well for her so that she doesn't feel like it was not worth it or something. Because in the end, it will be very worth it, especially if she can graduate with an associate's degree. That will be awesome. For many reasons. It's already got some ink on it, so I guess I might as well ink it some more. And I feel like it needs something else, like that's not That's not gonna cut it all by itself. Let's see. This is a piece of coffee filter, but I like the color of it. I don't think I like it. I don't like it. Let's see what I can find. Where's that? Sorry, I didn't think this part through because it all sort of came to me after the fact, so to speak. Maybe some old book page. I don't think I like the coffee filter. That's what I don't like. Not that this is a ton different, but a little different. And then maybe a piece of this lace. The only thing is it might get caught coming in and out of the pocket. But I think it'll be alright. That's better. That's the way. Alright, I'm just going to use my tacky glue because it'll definitely hold all this down. Sorry, my table, when I lean on my table, I guess I could not lean on my table, but I like to. When I lean on my table, it like rubs on the back wall. So that's what you're probably hearing, that sound, so sorry about that. I'm going to just fold this over because I like it. But you could definitely just clip that off if you didn't want it like that. I need to put some more ink in my stamp pad, I think. It's like all the way full. Just work. Cool thing with the fabric, you don't need a ton. I mean, I may have to tack it down in a couple spots because of the it's going in a pocket, so that's one factor. But you just don't need very much to tack it down. Let it hang over just a touch. And you could use glue stick for this too, because then that way you won't have any spots, but I think once it dries clear, it's not going to be a big deal. This I'm going to use glue stick on. So I want to get all the little edges. A little extra right there. Alright, and that's going to have to dry a touch because otherwise it's going to stick in the pocket before I even finish. And then I did take and wrap a little bit of lace trim on there. I did leave it so the birds can be seen, but you could definitely start all the way at the bottom and wrap up or whatever. I'm just going to tuck that in here. Maybe. It's kind of too fat. Yeah, that might be too fat. Take a little bit off. Let's see. Start all the way down. This card in particular would probably be better with some embroidery ribbon, but I wanted this on here. Just trying to make it a little thinner maybe. Just cut some off. I mean, really these are to go, you know, in a bigger pocket or somewhere like in a box full of all your stuff, but we're just going to do this for now. See if that's a little better. It's a little bit better. Those flowers in there, and I'll put this one in the back. When it's dry, I'm going to let it dry all the way. I'm just worried it's going to stick to the card, but you get the idea. Okay, so I hope everybody got an awesome laugh, because I'm sure you guys realized I did that way before I did. I glued the pockets on upside down. So I took them off. There is some marks here, so don't do that, because then you're going to ruin the whole thing. But I did turn them around and put them on the bottom because I want you to see it's done at least. Just make sure your item is right side up. That's always great advice. So anyway, here's this, and these that can stick in here. I don't want to stick too far because that pocket's still drying. So anyways, put this one back here. And then in this pocket, I'm going to do these. This. And this should be dry enough by now, I think. It's still a little tacky. So anyway, now you get the real idea of what this is going to look like. So this won't be one I'll sell because I, you know, ripped it and tore it and messed it up, but at least you guys got a good laugh today, so there's always that. You can always count on me for a good laugh. But anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome day. If you like my channel, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye now.